going to be removed, color rendering. So these are the some particular things on which we are going to discuss. Next one, illumination level. Now the visibility of the object depends on the amount of the light falling and reflecting from the object. As we have gone through the previous session, the illumination is what? It will be the source is going to emit the light, that light is going to fall onto the object. Now the reflection of the light will come from the same object and that will goes into our eyes, or our eyes is going to catch that one, and then we are properly see or able to see that object. So illumination level is going to be very much important case, because we are going to have the source, we are going to fall the light and the object is going to reflect. If light is going to fall properly and the reflect properly, then we are able to see the object properly. So that's why the illumination level is going to be very much important. Now illumination level itself depends on to some points, and that are the first one, size of the object. Now if the size of the object, we say if the size is more, then we require the less amount of the energy to see it. Means if the light fall onto that object is less, still we are able to see it, but the things are very much small, we require the high amount of the illumination, then we are able to see it. So size is more, less illumination is required, but the size of the object is small, we have to have the more amount of the energy thrown onto it, so we are able to see it properly. The second one is the distance between the source and the object. Now to see the things properly, we have to decide the distance. Means if the distance between the source and the object is more, the requirement of the illumination is going to be the higher. If low illumination is there, it may happen that illumination or light is not going to reach up to that one, because every system is not 100%, so losses are also going to be there into this system. So it may happen we are unable to see the object if object is far away from the source. In that case illumination must be high. Opposite of the same, if the object is nearer to the source, illumination requirement is going to be the less. Mind well, these are the illumination level, depends on to all these things. According to the application and requirement, these things are going to be changed. The next one is the distance between the observer and the object. Now we have previously discussed 2 points. The same one, the distance between the object and the source and the object is important. Similarly, who is seeing that one, that is also very much important. So the distance between the observer and the object is, observer is far away from the object, in certainly we are going to require the more light and more illumination in that case. Again opposite of the same is, the object is nearby to the observer who is going to do the work on that one or going to look at that one. In that case the illumination requirement is going to reduce. The next one is the state of the object. Now state of the object tells that state in how condition that particular object is lying, whether it is into the steady state condition, means it is steady condition, whether it is into the rotating or the moving condition. It's if the object is the steady state one, means it is lying onto the one particular place, it is not going to move. In that particular case the requirement of the illumination is going to reduce. But again opposite of the same, if it is rotating one or having some movement to and fro, in that case illumination is requirement is higher, because our eye has to catch that one. So in rotating case the illumination is going to be the higher. Period of the observation, that is the next one. By mean of the period of the observation means at how up to which time we are going to look at that object, because if we are going to look one object constantly, what happened, at some time we feel that our eyes is feeling the strength and we are now not much more able to or continue to see that particular object after some time. So in that case, if light or the illumination scheme is the poor one or the illumination is not proper, our eye will feel of the strain much more earlier. So if our observation time is constant and very much higher, in that case illumination is going to be the proper. So for the required amount or required period of the time, we are able to see the object for particular application or for particular case. The next one is the color of the object. Many people have the color blindness, so in that case color of the object is going to be very much important, because white color is going to be have the easy we can detect that white color, but the rest of the colors are not going to be detected easily if the illumination is not going to be the proper. So some object into the particular light is looking like a different one, and the same object under the another light is going to be the looking like a different one. So color of the object is also going to be very much important and the suitable condition. Then the contrast related to the background. Now object is lying on which particular plane, means what is the background of that particular object. Again the object put at a place and the background is white, it is easy to detect it. In that case the illumination scheme is the less illumination is required. But if the background is of the another color, suitable illumination is required to object or to look at that particular object properly. Purpose. Now for which purpose we are using that illumination scheme, because different location, different things, the illumination requirement or lighting requirement is going to be the different one. So in that case we have to understand for which purpose we are using that particular scheme, and according to that one purpose the scheme is going to apply. Over here some list out is there. Suppose typical level of the illuminations are there. Suppose drawing room is there, bedroom is there. We can compare this one, drawing room and the bedroom. See, in the drawing room we required obviously much more level of the light compared to the bedroom one, because in bedroom generally we are doing the only the work which is very easy one, or compared to drawing room the requirement of that light is going to be less. Similarly study room is there, the lumens required is 150, bathroom very less, that is 80. Similar for the kitchen. So by this table this is the ideal condition. What we'll try to do, that we can compare that at which particular place which kind or how many lumens ideally that is required. So suitably or according to that one we can choose our scheme. Going next for the same one, suppose classroom is there, we require 150 lumens. Indoor sports where sportsing activities are going there, so lumens are going to be increased, and that are the around 500 one. Drawing office, again the concentration is going to be given onto the drawing, so 200 lumens per meter square required. General office work is there, so lumens requirement is going to reduce in that particular thing. So typing work we are doing, so in that particular typing work we require more illumination, because the concentration are given onto the job whether the typing is going to work properly or not. So in that scheme or in that particular work area we require the more lightning compared to the another cases. More important is the tool machine manufacturing shop or some lathe machine work is going to be there, which is the critical one. So again when the lighting purpose is required, the lumens are going to increase, and the most critical one, that is the hospital and that is the operation theater is going to be there, because critical surgery or the works are going to perform. In that case focus will be there onto our application to operate the patient or have the surgery. So in that case if you observe the table, what you will find, the lumens are 3500, so maximum is going to be there. So by this table what we can understand, what are the criticalities there, and according to the application we can increase the lumens. Now only with application is not going to be done, but we require support only, that reflectors are going to be there, which will concentrations are going to be there, which will reflect or concentrate our light at a particular place. If we give the example of this hospital where the operation theater surgeries are going to be there, high lumens. So according to the application we can obviously change this particular schemes. The second one is the absence of the glare. Absence of the glare is going to be very much again important, because glare is the sensation which is which is experienced by the human eye when some rays are directly going to be there in our eyes. Suppose we are driving a vehicle at a night on a highway. So what happens, some deepers are going to be there and the rays are directly coming into our eyes, and we feel the glare that we are not able to see anything beyond or some meters where our vehicle is running. And so many times we see that accidents are happen due to this particular thing. So same condition or the same principle we can have where we are doing some process or work at our industry. So in that case, if illumination is not proper and the glares are going to come into the eye of a worker or human working on that machine or the tool, it will go and create the accident in that particular case. So lighting is going to be suitable to our eyes only. So absence of the glare is going to be very much important because rays are directly going to come into the eye. Now there are two types of the glare. The one is the direct glare, second one is the indirect glare. Direct glare, the glare which is going to directly come, or the rays which is directly going to struck into the eyes of the human and which will feel the irritation or uneasiness, that is known as the direct glare. But the some glares are there which are going to come into the indirect manner via the reflector, which will create not a glare exactly, but they are going to create the shining some part. So whatever the process or work on which we are focusing, we are going to have the disturbance into that one. So the first one means the direct glare. The level of the source is low and the no reflector use, means if the height of the source is not set properly, what happened, much more light is going to come or fall onto the object and particular person coming working over there, and that is going to create the glare. So height is less, no reflector is going to be used, no cover is there around the lightning source, so that is going to create the problem which is known as the direct glare. The second one is the indirect, where I said the shining object or some reflecting part is going to have fall onto the light, and that can create the glare. So glare can cause the unwanted operation. Unwanted means we don't want to do that, and that is going to create the efficiency low accident, and that is going to create the major, so many time major accident at the industrial site. So absence of the glare is very much important point in the case of the design of the lighting scheme. Contrast, so many times we change onto a contrast of the television because it is not suited to our eyes. Similar case is going to be that the illumination scheme also going to have the contrast one. So in case of the local illumination, one required to have the general lighting, so see the object properly. The example is there, when we are going out or from going out to coming inside at our home, if sunlight is there, suddenly we enter at the residential area, what we will find, that is the darkness, because we are not going to see any object coming from the outside. So many intensity of the light or illumination is there, we suddenly feel the darkness into that case. If lighting is not proper, we feel that whatever we want to see we cannot able to see. In that case the contrast is going to be the very much important. If proper contrast is going to be there coming from the outside, still we are see the object properly. Shadows. Shadows plays the important role into the design of the lighting scheme, because in case of industry, too deep and the dark shadow can cause the accident, because shadows are there, we are unable to see the anything lying onto the floor or some short of the working area, that cannot be seen, and that is going to create the accident. Similarly, if we are going to do some precise work, and if the shadows are coming of that precise work or important work onto the another side, like a drawing office is there, the work is not going to done properly. Whatever we want to do, that is not the purpose, is not going to be served. So shadow is again going to be the important thing. So lighting scheme is going to design in that way, shadow must not fall onto that particular object or the area. The next one is the color rendering. Now the color and rendering means looking at the object, same object from the looking, it's look like a different under the different color of the lights. Now that color another than the natural color of the object, which we can see when light is going to fall onto that one, is known as the color rendering. Means object is of the another color, but due to the lighting scheme we are not finding the actual color of that particular object, our eye cannot detect that one, and in that case that is known as the color rendering. So the lighting scheme should be like that, when we go or when we see that object, it must give us the natural color. The simple example is there, when we are going to purchase the clothes and we enter into the shop, and if night is there, sometimes we prefer that no, we'll come again into the morning, because the color of that particular cloth is not visible properly, because illumination schemes are not properly done into that particular area. And sometimes also in the dark room the color of that particular object is different, and you put and go into the open area under the sunlight, you will feel that the color is different, because under the sunlight it will give the natural color. So our purpose is to have the or to find out the natural color of that particular object. So illumination scheme should be suitable that it will give the natural color itself. Some color can create the unnatural appearance. Lightning is like that, we cannot feel comfortable, we are feeling that this lighting schemes are not comfortable, so it will make the psychological feeling that we are just irritating. But at the same time, some bluish colors are there, some bright colors are there in our room, and when the light is on, we certainly feel this. Now there is very much cool at the inside, still it may be there, the hotness is outside, but that color is adjustable to our psychology, to our body, to our eye, and that's why we are feeling that no, that is very much cool. So that in that case, the color rendering is again going to be the important one. Next one, illumination scheme for the industrial and commercial premises. Whatever the illumination schemes we have discussed previously, the same things we can use for the industrial as well as for the commercial one, but the applications are going to be the different. So according to the application, we can change our requirement, our schemes. We can combine the two schemes, we can go only with the one scheme, and we can tamper with that scheme if it is required. What is the use of that one? Now adequate lighting is very much important at industrial premises to improve the facility for the employee. At the same time, it will increase in production, and obviously it is going to remove or going to avoid the any unwanted situations which we know in the accidents. So lightning scheme, when we design it, it is going to very much have a importance, like first of all, it will facilitate to the employee, so employee can work easily. At the same time, it will increase the production because irritation is not there and coolness is going to be there, that is suitable things are there. And certainly if lighting scheme is proper, the unwanted situation in that case means the accidents are going to be avoided. Requirement of the good industrial illumination schemes, and that are the one, general lighting, the second one is the local lighting, third one the emergency one. We'll discuss the three one, because general lighting we have already gone, the local lighting we have gone, and the bit new one, that is the emergency lighting. So the general lighting is there where we can use it for the general purpose to look at, or widely spread area is there where we want to illumination or the lighting purpose. In that case, with the help or